Hello everyone, welcome back to Oblivion. Last time we stopped outside Fort Blueblood on the grounds of, well, not quite enough time to do the full dungeon. Let's go get that seer stone, shall we? After all, everyone loves opening the episode with a loading screen. Whoa! Marauder! Marauders are the heavy armor, bandits are light armor. Bandits generally use maces and other blunt weapons. Marauders generally use swords. Which means, for me at least, Marauders are generally better loot, in terms of upgrading yourself. However, I will say this, in terms of pure money, Marauders are not very good loot. This is just because, well, heavy armor and light armor. Ow!
Take that!
What did
Jump on my sword!
Jump on my sword while you can? Did they make a Baldur's Gate reference? One of the characters in Baldur's Gate, Minsk, was known for various goofy lines, including one, "Jump on my sword while you can, evil! I won't be so gentle!"
Where are you?
You can't see me, I am literally spamming a magical healing spell right here. There's literally a direct line of sight between me and you. Some people. Whoa!
Take that!
You have a magical sword. What's it do? I appear to be on fire. Am I actually on fire? I want to see what this sword does, honestly. Welp. I hate disintegration weapons. At least I have master armor, so disintegration weapons are no longer actively costly. They're just sort of annoying. I'm much more willing to put up with sort of annoying than actively costs me a significant chunk of coin. A trap. I wonder if I should go in there. I'm not going in there. Actually, I didn't search this guy. He might have had a potion or something, or maybe some gold. Nope, just Daedric and ebony armor.
Who's there?
To arms! To arms!
Ah, you're a Marauder battle mage, I'm willing to bet. Fun fact, armor will actually improve your casting. Your higher armor skill will help with that, but in general, a pure mage build does really want to go for, well, just robes. Firmly enchanted robes and clothing, obviously, and as much enchantments of shield as you can possibly manage. But robes nonetheless. I'm honestly not sure how I feel about that fact, really. On one hand, it does very heavily limit your builds. On the other hand, it is thematically reasonable. Why was that guy wearing mithril boots? You're a marauder. You're supposed to be wearing heavy armor. Heavy armor, not light armor. Heavy armor. Heavy. Not mithril. Heavy. Silly battle mage. Also equipping the torch because it's a bit dark in here. And I looked over to the actual recording screen. It's a bit dark, so. Anyway. There's both of them. Let's go up here. Ah, a barrel. Absolutely nothing of interest. Can I make this jump? I can indeed make that jump. Short swords, don't care. Gold and a potion of shock steel, on the other hand, I very much care for. Which one of these ways have I been? Okay, it wants me to go this way, so I'm going to go the other way. I might find some more potions and gold. Because really, those are the only things that I really, well, care about in this, loot-wise at this stage, aside from maybe some better rings. There can be some pretty nice rings and amulets out there. You have a great sword! Good job! Bounce! Look at the reach on that thing. It's one of the reasons great weapon users are very dangerous, and you generally want to close with them. They can hit you before you can hit them. Indeed, if you're playing as a great weapon user, one of the common tactics is to buff your athletics really heavily, so you can just back away continuously while swinging. Nothing of interest. Barrels not. Ah! Chest! I'll take the gold. I won't take the necklace. I don't need the necklace. Bow there, I guess. Not much loot in that room. At least there was something to kill. And again, something to kill doesn't actually help me anymore, but it did help my athletics and acrobatics, so I'm running around and jumping, so I guess it helps a little bit. It did train my block a bit, so... Fort Blue Blood Halls! Okay. Alright.
Who's there?
And a chest with a hard lock. Once your security skill gets high, you don't even really need the skeleton key. My security skill isn't that high yet. It'd only be 44 without the skeleton key. That was a clever opener. Fireball and charge. Heck, in a realistic situation, getting shot in the face with a fireball and then getting charged would be a very good way to open a charge. And you're wearing light armor boots too. Is that something Marauder battle mages just do at higher levels? Just wear light armor boots for no apparent reason?
Take that!
Hello, Miss Archer. Goodbye, Miss Archer. The Marauders themselves do not have good loot. Like, they are carrying nothing of interest. Wow. It's kind of Why do they have a barrel for a severed arm? Why would you keep a severed arm in a barrel? Oh look, I have an arrow in my elbow. And one through my crotch. Actually, no, I think that'd be about the pelvic region, not the groin. Slightly too high. Alright, restoration. That also levels me up. I forgot. Still. No time to rest right now. I'll do that when I get back to the Mages Guild. Round one odds? Oh, good! You might slow me down a little.
Today you
Oh, there's an archer too. Did you hear that bow shot? Changed from 4-on-1? I said it was 3-on-1 initially, but I didn't notice the archer. Ha ha, you're dead. There we go. Not too bad. As you can see, I've gotten to the point where a lot of enemies are basically just health sponges. Oh, there is a bed here. I guess I'll use this as a rest point once I've looted absolutely everything of interest. Nothing. You're wearing glass boots. It seems to be a trend. I wonder why. Is there like a reason for it, or is it just the game being like, weird? I'll take your key at least, Marauder Warlord. You're also technically a unique spawn if you have a guaranteed drop like that. I'm assuming the key is a guaranteed drop. Well, seems pretty reasonable to me, honestly, but maybe it's not a guaranteed drop. Maybe I'm just crazy. So it seems logical that it would be one, because otherwise it'd be a bit of a pain. Especially if it's required for something later on. If you're just required to pick a very hard lock or something, though, I may just pick the lock. Or I'll forget and... Ah, chest. And this one isn't key to the key. I'll take the gold, I won't take the amulet. One of those I need and one of those I don't. Alright, rest for 1 hour, please. Level me up. Luck 99. Agility and speed. Next level, I will have maxed out my luck. 100 luck is pretty good. Okay, that needs a key. But the game wants me to go over this way. Makes me wonder. I'll investigate that door in a bit. But yeah, that was a guaranteed drop then, because, yeah. Dead Marauder! Oh. I hate Will-o'-the-Wisp. At least Wisp's Dust is decently useful. I probably should have soul trapped them, actually, because I was running a bit low on charge for my sword. Hindsight, you are forever 2020. The coffin has just a bone in it. More coffins. Did everyone here just leave their pelvis? No, that's a scapula, I think. I may have the exact bone wrong. I'm not a bone expert. Gold, I guess, is okay. Okay, that's a specially labeled coffin. Therefore, when I open it, it's going to do something. This is what my plutonium powers sense. So what am I going to do? I'm going to see if I have any filled soul gems that I can feed to... Nope, no filled soul gems. Let's look in Manduin's coffin and take his amulet.
Whoa! Just stop right there, all right?
Oh, god damn it, Calthar.
I can't let you leave with that amulet. I need it right now.
You know another seer? Why do you want the amulet?
I took the other one, and that should have been enough. I shouldn't have to go through all this just to get rid of her.
What?
It's not even as if I was going to keep it forever. I was going to give it back to her once I'd gotten what I wanted. That's not so wrong, is it?
You sound like a playground bully.
Once she helped me advance out of that place and step down, then she could have it back. Why did you have to get in the way? Why are you trying to ruin everything?
A, I didn't know. B, you're a dick.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
You... Did you just... Get stuffed! At least he had a decent supply of gold. Could have probably bought himself a decent steel blade with that. And he locked the door behind himself. Okay, that's pretty clever. I'm not sure where he got a custom lock that somehow didn't work with the lock that was there like a few minutes ago. But whatever. I'll chalk that up to Vigima game logic. Easy dungeon, minor loot, killed an asshole. Also, leveled up. Always good, always good. Alright.
Right. What can I do?
You have a
for
unique
citizen?
name, and you're a girl. That must mean you're something important. I'll see you're wearing a... Sorry, I got some in my throat. She was wearing steel boots and gauntlets. Something that I've commented on. Some guards do and some guards don't. It's interesting that they don't seem to have a consistent behavior for it. You'd think they'd all wear chainmail, honestly, because that seems to be the default guard. So yeah, interesting.
What is it, associate?
I found you your amulet. Magus Guild, 2nd floor east. Nope, I need to go to the floor above, 3rd floor east. Kind of hard to tell in this guild. Yeah, it's the luck that I wanted that for.
Nothing has changed, child. The voices still cry out, and I am unable to hear. If they can be sealed away, our work may begin.
Okay. They could.
Necromancy.
She can actually talk sanely if you ask rumors, but so can anyone.
Found it, have you? Silenced the hands that betrayed and took what was mine? Then let me have the stones so that the voices can be shut out.
Of course.
Ah, child, I thank you for helping me. With the voices quieted for now, the words you seek have come to me. You shall have my recommendation. Though I must warn you, I've seen things in your future. Things which may be, and things which will be. It will be up to you to decide the fate of many. Life and death are strange things, easily manipulated, and both will be altered by your hands.
I kill a lot of people, yes. I kill a lot of people.
Farewell.
Like, good God, how many things have I actually killed? I know the game keeps track of that. At least I think it does. Creatures killed 717. People killed 364. One more and I'll have killed a person once a day. If this was a whole year. I've killed rather more than one man a day on average. Let's see if people here will talk about traitorous jackass Calthar. Actually, no, of course they won't. It's far too late.
I suggest you...
Rumors?
Things in...
Nothing of interest. I don't really want to hear more about the tier, so let's just wait 3 hours so we can talk to these people about that backstabbing asshole. Or maybe not. I think they talked to you about it, but I don't actually remember for, 100% sure.
Nice to meet you.
No.
May all your travels be safe.
Do people not talk about backstabbing asshole?
I hope I can not only always keep your...
Fine. Recharge my sword, 1984 gold. It is the blade of oppression! And doublethink! And wrongthink! And all those many other thinks that came up from that man's work. For some reason I wanted to say it was Lewis Carroll's work, but I know it wasn't Lewis Carroll, it was... I can't actually remember the name of the author of 1984 off the top of my head. No, Bram Stoker was Dracula. Gah. George Orwell, that was it. Origination of the term Orwellian nightmare. That was what it was. George Orwell was the one who wrote 1984. Ah! I was going to make a suggestion about Arthur C. Clarke, the inventor of the term Clarke Tech. Sufficiently advanced technology, in other words.
It was you that closed that Oblivion gate, wasn't it?
But that wasn't the
That
right
was
one.
a brave thing to do.
No, it was a bloody repetitive thing to do, and I'm still
I can
grumpy
show
I
you some
did
new...
it.
What can I interest you in?
You have anything I want and can use? Eyes of Midnight might not be bad if I can repeatedly cast it. And I can't cast Voice of Dread
Thank
either. Alright, what are your rumors?
The mages... Delphine can get you a spell to summon bound armor if you're interested. And if you're able, of course.
I can summon an entire suit of bound armor.
Breville is an important trade centre, and a rich melting pot of Imperial, Khajiit and Argonian cultures. And yes, a bit shabby and shop-worn.
Okay, most people won't say that
Take
about
care.
their own town unless they're from Detroit. I didn't want that. I wanted to
Well-
look at Mystery Talara. I have read that. Good. Ah! You may remember that we did this when we were doing data quests. The quiet life of the idyllic Border Watch community was shattered recently by a meteorological phenomenon local experts are unable to explain. On an otherwise normal day, the skies above the small village suddenly darkened, and burning dogs rained down from the heavens. The carnage was terrible, according to witnesses. charred dog carcasses littered the village, and the smell alone was enough to drive many residents into their homes. When asked about the event, local mage and weather expert Castus Philidus had this to say. There seems to be no precedent for this in all of Tamrielic history. While there have been stories of insects, frogs, and the occasional wayward mage crashing to the earth. Cough, Tarheel for Morrowind, cough, cough, Colovium Furhelm, cough, cough, guaranteed magic weapon, cough, cough. I've never encountered tales of burning dogs raining from the skies. It is possible that the dogs were part of some mage's experiments with summoning gone bad, or perhaps the dogs were swept up in a great wind and hurled into the sky. This might explain the dogs falling to the unfortunate Border Watch community. Of course, that still doesn't explain why they were on fire. While the experts seem puzzled, the residents of Border Watch see only one explanation. It is the end of the world, said one resident, who asked not to be named in this article. The Kishara prophecy tells us that this will happen. The rats, the sheep, we are all doomed. Doomed! Prophecy? Mages? Freak weather occurrence? We may never know. The small village of Border Watch will definitely never be the same. Yes, there is an entire article about that Daedric quest. I do like it that it goes, we can't explain this because the dogs are on fire. No, it's not because dogs are raining from the sky. That's something you can, talk about and understand. That's reasonable. No, it's just the fact that the dogs are also on fire. Oh, alchemical ingredients. Thank you. Potatoes. Potatoes are good. Shield. I understand why they did it, but it would have been nice if you could actually get to 100, % damage resist. Like, maybe every 5 points past 85 counts as 1 point.
Afternoon.
So 90 would be 86, 95 would actually be...
Done yet. The place is a skooma den, pure and simple.
95 would be 87, 100 would be 88, that sort of thing. Free poison! Free soul gem. Free nothing of interest. Free petty soul gem. Rain of burning dogs again. Petty soul gem again.
We all owe you a debt of gratitude for closing that Oblivion gate. Thank you.
It was very repetitive and boring. You're welcome.
Knowledge is the key to success in...
What's my level in alchemy? If I could get to the point... If I could get a level up in alchemy so I can do the triple ingredient thing naturally, that would mean I wouldn't have to do a lot of different gimmicks. And I could, if I learn 3 levels... Actually, if I just make a potion, I could learn 2 levels of alchemy. Let's make a potion here. What the hell? Can I make anything restoring health? No. Alright. Remove. Night-eye? There we go. Let's get 2 levels of alchemical training.
A pleasure to... Let's get to training. Let's see if we can...
I can now automatically identify the first 3 effects of a potion.
I have potions and everything you need to make your own. What will it be?
Rumors?
Necromancer. I'm afraid I'm not very social. So I really don't know very much about the people here. I don't like talking to people much, but Kudai's helping me get over that. That's why she put me in charge of selling alchemy supplies. Have a look around.
Fun fact, she actually has a pretty low mercantile skill because of that. Only apprentice.
Good.
Now, what was the name of the statistic again? Personality.
Bye.
Let's look at her personality. Oh! Ah, that explains it. Yeah. She's very personable, but she has no idea how to talk to people. That seems about reasonable.
Delphin Gend, creator of the celebrated Enemies Explode spell. Advanced trainer in destruction, and mage destined for great things.
Okay.
I offer the
She
finest
sells the
goods and
highest
lowest
ranking
prices in all Cyrodiil.
baseline damage spell in the game. Yes, that is in fact 627 magicka cost. That is indeed 95 damage over 5 seconds. It is indeed not all that impressive.
The Mages Guild. I can show you some new
Yep, she
things.
trains destruction.
It's my job to help people learn the proper constructive use of destruction magic. And let's face it, blowing things up can be ever so much fun.
Jamie want big boom.
It's my... I love my work. Fire, frost, shock, poison. Little presents for Kinnereth's cute little woodland creatures.
A veritable Disney princess is Delphine Jend. I like her quite a bit, as you might be able to tell. She amuses me.
Eatery, let's do business.
Right, I already looked at you, didn't I?
Always keep your... You too.
My memory, everyone. Can't even remember who I talked to a few minutes ago. Funnily enough, that's actually true in real life. If you actually interacted with me, I'd probably forget about you in a few minutes. I'm not a very social person in real life. Alright, let's loot the hell out of this place. You know, you could have something interesting that I could talk about. That'd be nice. No?
Afternoon.
Well, screw you too.
Well met.
What's in the basement? It's a much higher quality basement than the ones we've seen before. It's got rugs and stuff all over. I was about to say much less loot, but then I noticed this stack of barrels over here. Bit dark, though. Oh, that reminds me. Yep, torch out. Normally I'd be happy to find a repair hammer. Master Armorer! Nothing in there? Okay. This will have ingredients in it. Corn! I've always been a fan of corn as a food. Tastes good. Get some butter, get a little oregano. Oh, wait, there's lockpick in there. Yeah, butter, a little oregano. You're gonna have some pretty nice food. Heck, doesn't eat straight off the cob, completely uncooked, is still pretty tasty. You can also make some pretty nice fuels.
Please, by all means.
Of course, that's in real life. I doubt anyone's going to be making fuel out of corn in this setting. For one, the last people to have really advanced technology were the Dwemer, and they didn't run things off fuel so much as some bastard child of the works of Charles Babbage. Radishes are tiny. Seriously though, Dwemer, steampunk to the max. And they managed to still build utterly terrifying things with it anyway. Come on. Come on, there's gotta be something. I'll take that, I guess. You know, if the character if people actually reacted to this like they should have, I'd have been kicked out of the guild long ago. But, thankfully, game mechanics mean that looting everyone's rooms and belongings is... Ooh, food. Is completely viable. Indeed, even reasonable.
Arieri, your friendly guild alchemist. Satisfaction guaranteed. No free samples. Archmage.
Alright.
I'm just here doing research. If you need spells, talk to Ita or Delphine. They'll be happy to help.
Okay. What do you think of Breville?
Braville? Good points. Cheap to live, unpretentious, freewheeling. Bad points? Culturally a hole. Count's a clown and his son's a skooma sucker.
Sounds like it's going to have some succession issues. Lovely.
be seeing you.
Don't mind, I'm just going to look in your cupboard and take anything of interest. You just have booze. Booze is terrible, lady. You can't make anything alchemical from that. Even if an alchemist probably could make booze in this setting. After all, cooking is just another form of chemistry. And alchemy is just chemi with an owl. It's just chemistry with an owl. No, seriously, that's basically what it is. Etymological roots, everyone. They're kind of weird. At least that's what it is in real life. Well, these barrels are kind of oddly textured in my opinion, but whatever. They look more like the old iron barrels you'd see in Morrowind. You know, the ones that Dwemer had lying around all over the place, only they're not quite as bulgy at the top. They actually have that sort of curve that barrels generally do. You know, like, whoop. Bah. Man, there's another floor? Ah, this one has books and stuff. Ooh, a chest. Just a crystal ball. Anything interesting? No, no, no. Oh, the Horrors of Castle Zero Destruction Skill Book. We actually did a bit of a play on that in Morrowind. Then it turned out to be a faux play because the actor there was supposed to get stabbed. Ah, Follow the Snow Prince. We dealt with that in Morrowind too. Solstheim, specifically the Blood Moon expansion. Nice to see some good old callbacks. I like Morrowind. Granted, the Let's Play did remind me of all the parts I don't like, hey, you're missing. Hey, combat is incredibly boring. Hey, I have to keep track of a bajillion different spells and enchanted items. Volume 8, okay. But, still, I like it. I wish I had actually managed to collect the 36 sermons, but I didn't. A lot of them are really hard to find. Thankfully, I don't believe there are any that are Creation Engine exclusive. Creation Engine is that thing.
Hello there, associate. You're here for a recommendation, I presume.
Yes,
Are
Demon
you
Pillar
prepared
Eyeballs.
to earn it?
I'm ready, what do you want?
I'm afraid I haven't had time to prepare anything conventional. I'm very preoccupied with this situation concerning Ardaline. Perhaps you can help with that, however. I can't directly get involved for fear of embarrassing the poor girl. I'll need you to have a little chat with Varen Vamori, and you can learn something about the power of illusion in the process.
Alright, what's wrong with Ardaline?
Don't say anything to her. I don't want to embarrass her further. Once this is all taken care of, I'll speak to her privately.
Alright.
The Council of Mages meets there in the Imperial City. That's where the real power of the guild lies.
Makes sense.
If you do what you need to, you'll get there one day. Just don't forget to help those who have aided you on your way.
Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours is what I hear there.
The Mages... I don't understand it. Some ridiculous male thing, I suppose. He's been bothering Ardaline every day for a while now. He even stole her mage's staff. Perhaps he thinks it's amusing. I don't know. But it needs to stop. It's making her miserable.
This quest.
I take my duties as chapter head very seriously. Unlike some guild mages, it infuriates me how casual some guild heads are about common civility.
Shit talk your friends. Or at least allies, I guess.
Each local guild hall has its own way of doing things. That means each hall has its own set of problems. It's more symbolic than practical, but each carries great significance to its owner. You're going to get Ardaline's staff back.
It's just
Take
shield
this
and...
charm scroll. With it, you should find Varon more receptive to questioning.
Just shield and
Don't
1
come back
point of
without
levitation
that
for
staff.
2 minutes. It's incredibly slow, like holy shit. What do you say about Varen
You
now?
have what you need to help him talk. I admit, it's not standard guild procedure, but I'd do anything for one of my girls.
Your girls?
Varon Vamori should give it to you once you've persuaded him, if you understand me.
Hey, if that doesn't work, I have enough coin to drown him.
Make sure
Like, I could
Baron hands over
I could probably literally fill his room with money.
that staff.
I don't even think I'm exaggerating. I literally do think I could fill his room with money. I'm almost tempted to test that if it weren't for the fact that it'd make the engine stutter and the game crash. Let's go talk to Veron.
Associate,
I'm listening. Please, go ahead.
what's going on with you?
I heard.
Hello, friend.
What do you say about Breville?
Old, worn, and wicked. Wet, wounded, and wild. Empty as the eastern horizon. Dusk on the Nibbin. Solemn and bitter as the grave.
Well, aren't you Mr. Sunshine?
I don't know what to say. All I want is for her to care about me, to feel the same way as I do about her. But she doesn't. I try, and it just doesn't matter. It makes me furious sometimes. All right, I admit it. I took it from her. I don't know what I was thinking, honestly.
When the Divine
I was
Crusader
trying
asks
to
you a
tell her how I
question,
feel,
you answer.
again, and she wouldn't even stop to talk to me. I just got so angry. I was a little ashamed afterwards, but I didn't know how to apologize or give it back. I wish I could. I'm afraid I don't have it anymore, you see. I sold it to a friend of mine, Saurus Aranum.
Where is he?
He lives in the Talos Plaza district of the Imperial
Fuck's
City.
sake!
He's the one who has Ardaline's staff now.
Why is he so far away? Fine.
If I still had it, I'd gladly give it back. You'll have to talk to Saurus Aranum if you want it.
But yeah, you just have to get his disposition
Tell
up. And with the fact that my fame is very high. Let's see. Yeah, I have 97 fame.
I'm
People
sorry.
like me a lot.
Hi there.
I am very well known, which makes sense because I'm the Divine Frickin' Crusader. I went around and closed the Oblivion gates for every single city here. I personally kicked back the demonic invasion. I alone. Like, that isn't even an exaggeration. I alone kicked back the demonic invasion. Well, Daedric invasion, but let's face it, they're demons in this. They're not anything interesting. Just, you know, fire and brimstone and hate and all that rot. That's a weird place for a chest. Let's loot it.
By the 9 divines, you're the grand champion of the arena.
I'm not going to deal with a druggie. Alright, I'm probably going to have to buy it off this man, aren't I? Seriously though, dude. Stealing a girl's stuff does not make them like you.
Any luck talking with Veron Vamori yet? It should be no trouble at all once you use that scroll.
No, he just knows who I am and didn't want to screw with me. Seriously, if the Divine Crusader and the Grand Champion of the Arena comes up to you and says, "You, what's going on with this girl's scroll?"
He sold it, huh?
Well, staff, but still.
This just keeps getting worse.
Yes.
Very well. I presume he gave you some indication of where the staff is now located. Take these and go resolve the situation. And of course, please keep this just between us.
Okay. 3 beguiles.
No staff yet? Get that staff back.
Beguile scrolls, if memory serves, are pretty powerful. Yeah, 30 points of charm is nothing to sneeze at. Side note, you generally want 1 or 2 seconds on charm because...
Hi there.
Well, there's no reason to keep it on for long. That I know of, at least. What on earth? Was I seeing things?
Hello there. At least the Oblivion gate outside the city is gone. Although news from the rest of the Empire
Remember,
is
people,
still
if you talk
just
underwater,
as bad
you don't
as
need
ever.
to breathe.
Ha! Members of the Thieves Guild in our fair town? What makes you think that? Never! Absurd! Such fine law-abiding citizens are we all. Then you want to know about the Grey Fox.
I shouldn't be able to trigger that. I'm leaving. I should not be able to trigger that. I'm not exaggerating. I should not be able to trigger that. Seriously, that's a bug. I'm not sure why it kicked off either. I'm kind of worried. Fine. Let's go to the Imperial City and resolve this situation. Preferably just by talking to people and using my 97 fame to go, I am the Grand Champion of the Arena. How about I throw you in there and have a match? Or, you know, I'm the Divine Crusader. How about you sit down, shut up, and listen to what I have to say? Or
Hail.
just, you know, pay him.
Good day, stranger. Saurus Aranin is my name.
What do you say about the Grey Fox?
Oh, he's that wanted criminal. Isn't he a master thief? I hear he's dangerous, too. I've heard that the beggars spy for him.
That's true.
I don't know, just take a walk around, buy something. Plenty of stores. Why'd you come in the first place?
Grumpy old fart.
As much as I like you, friend, I'm just not willing to part with that stuff. It's nothing personal. Goodbye.
Alright. Let's try my normal spells. I know I have an on-touch like. Here, I'll slap you in the face.
What can I do for... As much as... For you, of course. See? Was
Is it
that...
breaking
Look,
70?
I can't just give it to you. I paid good
It's
money
breaking
for it
70.
after all. I'll tell you what. You give me at least a portion of what I paid for it. Say 200 gold, and I'll give you the staff. That's a good deal, right? I wouldn't offer it to anyone else, just you. So, what do you say?
Deal.
I'll just take the money from you then. And here's your staff. Now, since our business is concluded, you must excuse me. Good day.
You know, it made his staff. It's not very useful. Don't bother keeping it around if you're feeling like being a greedy prick. Especially as, you know, you'll never finish the quest unless you turn in the native staff. But yeah, they're pretty useless in this. They were useless in Morrowind, and they're useless here. At least the native staff in Morrowind was an ebony staff, so you could give someone a great big thwack with a good solid metal pole on the head. And as someone who's gotten thwacked on the head by a bit of rebar once, long story, it hurts! Ah! So, yeah. Alright.
Hello. Do you have the mage's staff, associate?
Yes!
Ah, wonderful. I shall be most pleased to return this to its rightful owner. Thank you.
She got very
You
nasal
needn't
there.
tell me the details of what was involved in getting it. It's perhaps better that I know nothing about it.
I slapped him in the
Your
face.
actions for the
I
guild
gave him
more
200
than
gold.
merit a recommendation. I shall send it to the university promptly. And to thank you more personally, I shall teach you this spell.
Heh.
You may find it useful in certain circumstances.
Alright. What did I learn?
Please, I'm in desperate need of help.
Captivate. What's that do? I actually don't remember. 10 points for 10 seconds
And I
untouched.
think... I don't suppose you could help me locate my friend Henantier, could you?
Oh,
I miss him so. We were study mates at the Arcane University, and we've come to grow fond of each other over the years.
oh my.
He's always getting himself into jams with the careless ways he performs his experiments. And, well, I'm afraid he's done it again. I'm going to level with you as you seem like you wish to help. Henantier isn't missing. On the contrary, I know exactly where he is. The problem is, he's trapped and there's no way I can free him.
Yay. Why the deception?
Well, Henantier's been warned that if he strays outside the guild rules one more time, he may be up for summary dismissal.
Oh boy.
The rules say that he isn't to practice dangerous experiments at his home. It must be done in the guild under the watchful eye of an associate. Henantier's never been one for rules, and so he's continued to perform his latest experiments in secret.
That's
If
stupid!
word gets out, he'll be dismissed.
He should be. Fine, I'm
Great.
greedy.
Whatever suits you and gets me Henantier back suits me just fine.
The fact
When
that
you're
there's
ready to
no
go and see him,
be a
let
nice
me know.
person
But
option does
please,
kind of annoy me
do
admittedly.
hurry.
How are you?
Through a Nightmare Darkly is actually kind of a pain in the ass, I'll be blunt. Alright. Now, there's only one Mages Guild left, Shadenhall. This is the one you want a lot of spare inventory space for. So I'm gonna go to Frostcrag Spire and dump my junk. It's good to be decently fast. Makes the videos go faster too, because I don't have to worry so much about moving around. I can just go, well, run around there. Ah, high stats. So useful. Lag spikes, not so useful, but still mildly amusing. Dit. Sorry, but there's not much I can say to make, you know, just putting a bunch of stuff in a box interesting. But it's gotta be done. I refuse to stop hoarding loot, after all. After all, this loot is going to be pretty much always useful. Freed up a good 20, 30 pounds of space. Shadenhall, here we go.
How are you today?
Just fine, thank you, Orantour. Do you so
Shadenhall is in your debt, friend.
You do
That
anything
Oblivion
interesting?
gate had us all living in fear.
No problem! Recommendation?
You'll need to see Falcar about that. Trayvon has the best shield spell outside of the Arcane University. If you can cast it, it's definitely worth adding to your selection.
Good to know.
I'm very fond of Shadenhall. It's where I met my love, Islandwy. Our lives are quite long, and choosing the right partner is very important.
That does make sense. Elves do
Goodbye.
still die if you stab them, though. Can personally attest. Have killed many elves. Hey, look.
Greetings.
I'm wearing Pelinal's armor.
Noticed a change in the well water recently?
This is a hint.
Tastes
This is a hint.
strange to me.
I had no idea.
No doubt.
It sounds like there are an awful lot of problems at the Bruma
That
Guild.
well thing is a hint.
Jean does a poor job of running that place.
Oh,
So long.
a pleasure to
Do you do any... You recharge enchanted
Always
items.
keep-
Okay, what's your rumor?
not only... Well, to be honest, I don't think we have much of a team in the Shadenhall Guild Hall. We lack leadership, and individually we aren't very skilled.
Okay.
That's Falcar's responsibility. He takes it very seriously. Well,
Alright.
only mages who have gotten recommendations from all the local guild halls can enter the Arcane University. It's a good policy, I think.
I do like that she's honest
Bye.
about, no, I don't really think this place is very good at all. And she's right, it's not very good. They're right about the shield spell, though. It's very good. But I can't cast it, so you know how useful it is to me?
How
Much
goes
as
it?
tits on a boar hog. Or teats, I suppose, given species-based drift, but the point stands. Ooh, watermelon. Cheese! That was a bowl of bowls. What even, game? Give me the cheese. Alright, cupboard's full of dishes. A cupboard for 1 bottle of wine. I'm just going to chalk that up to game mechanics because there's no way I can see. Beef and bread! Someone wanted to make a hamburger. I'm just going to assume that's the case, even though they didn't really have meat grinding at effective quality back in these days to actually make good hamburgers. But it's I'm going to assume it's a hamburger for the sake of amusing. Ooh, lettuce. For the sake of amusing me. Not much of a fan of lettuce in my hamburgers, though. I'm very much carnivorous like that. You know, game, you could at least give me something mildly interesting that I could talk about. Grey Fox Manor myth is utterly irrelevant. A light iron shield, otherwise known as a chainmail shield because, well, the chainmail shield equivalent because you can't actually make a chainmail shield. Because it's too floppy, basically. But light iron, but if you have a chainmail set of gear, light iron shield is what's meant to accompany it. Traven to the Red Guard. I want to say that's a reference, but I'm not sure what. To what, rather. I am just full of grammar today. Weird that people are keeping weapons around. That's not usual for the Mages Guild. Eh, whatever. Let's wait 4 hours so everyone's awake. You don't want to be rude. Also, I don't think if they're tired, they'll actually sell me spells.
Looks like your reputation precedes you. Gate closer, scourge of Oblivion, hero of Kavach.
Thank you.
There's much I can show you. Things in the... It's all right. The guild here, that is. That's what you meant, right? It's fine. I'm doing fine here.
That's suspicious.
Our hall doesn't offer much in the way of training. I can teach some basic alteration skills, but that's about it. I'm afraid you'll have to speak to Falkar about that.
Okay.
Farewell.
I honestly just wanted to see what she'd say.
Even a small bit of good news is refreshing in these grim times. I salute your courage, savior of Cheydinhall.
Thank you. Ah, you
Only
know something about
quality
data
goods
cults.
for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Yeah, he has Electric Shell and Frost Shell, both of which are quite good and very rare to find. The burdens I don't consider very useful at all. I will buy Sea Stride on the grounds of being okay. What can you tell me about
Good that you want to get better.
cults?
Daedra cults aren't necessarily evil, of course. In nearby Morrowind, for example, they worship Daedra in the temple.
The good Daedra and the bad
The Azura
Daedra.
shrine north of town, up Lake Arius way, for instance. I know a dark elf there. Nothing evil about him.
Azura would disagree, personally, but okay.
You'll have to get one from Falkar if you can.
If I can? That's ominous.
If you're looking for the most powerful spells, you'll want to speak to Barisian at the Arcane University. If you're allowed in, that is.
Alright.
My progress through the ranks here will be slow. My prejudices against certain types of magic limit my chances for advancement.
What prejudices?
Be seeing you.
Hi, I'm Islanwy. I'm only a conjurer, but Orentur is a full magician. Isn't he wonderful? What can I
sell?
interest you in?
Ah, you're the local alchemist. Okay.
The mages...
Well,
That would be Falkar's responsibility. Good luck.
Ominous.
Orentur doesn't like to brag, but no one can match the reflect spells he can cast. He might teach you one if you're skilled enough. Perhaps it seems silly, but our love is the most important thing in all creation. Orentur and I spend all our time together in the High Elf way.
Happy couple,
Good
I
day.
guess? Not sure there's much else I can say. But
Your
you sell
Let's
reflect
do
spells?
business.
Yes, you do! 50%! Wow, Wow! Wow! You see why mages can get just as tough as any warrior with those shield spells from
Goodbye.
Orentur. Open with one of those and start swinging, and you're going to be just as hard as you can imagine.
Eye runs a tight ship in Bruma. She may not always play by the rules, but I wouldn't want her on my bad side. What is it, associate? Don't tell me you're here for a recommendation.
I am indeed here for recommendation.
I don't know. I am the chapter head of the Cheydinhall Mages Guild. It is quite an honor, but they had no choice, since I'm the only semi-competent one here.
Well, you're a dick.
Without recommendations from the local guild halls, you'll never see the inside of it. I dare say that's one of the few things Traven has done right.
Seems to be
By
a
all
popular
means,
view.
travel to the Imperial City and get stopped at the gates. You should get used to that sort of rejection. The guild is
All
still
right.
powerful in Cyrodiil, but poor decisions in the recent past have weakened it. Perhaps killed it. We shall see.
I wonder what he's talking about.
Don't waste my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared to do what is necessary to gain a recommendation from me?
Yes, you get.
Very well. We shall see how prepared you actually are. There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it and managed to misplace it. If I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do so, I shall consider sending a recommendation to the university. The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy of it. Now get moving.
Let's ask about this ring.
It's not a normal ring, you see. You may find it slightly difficult to carry. Don't say I didn't warn you. Goodbye.
No doubt.
Have you noticed a change in the well water recently? It tastes
Yeah.
strange to me.
Safe travel.
There's a reason they're saying that. It's not just because there's a ring in there.
What
You're
is it?
gonna. It's kind of disgusting, honestly, what they did.
Well, good day.
Good day.
We can talk, so long as Falkar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed.
Oh?
He gave poor Vidkun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection, but I can't prove it.
Okay.
Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate.
Okay.
Here's the key, and something extra. I don't know if it will be of use to you, but from what I've heard of Falkar's ring, it may come in handy.
Alright.
And if you find out anything about what happened to Vidkun, let me know, will you?
Alright. We learned a
He
spell.
was an associate, just like yourself. Perhaps not the brightest, but very eager.
I mean,
He
I'm
was
not that
given
bright,
his
but I'm pretty
assignment
eager.
from Falkar and disappeared. It's like he dropped out of existence. No one knows what happened, and Falkar won't say a word about it.
Worrisome.
Take care.
What's the quest log say now? Oh. Alright, that explains why it was being odd. Okay. We're going to go well diving, and then we're going to end the episode. First, though, base Necklace of the Sea for water breathing on self-constant effect. The buoyancy spell you learn is a pretty good spell. It's water breathing and feather. But, yeah. Yeah. Vidkin's dead. And in the well. However, more importantly, there's a Nern route down here. But Vidkin has the ring! 150 pounds! It is ridiculously heavy. And I do mean ridiculously heavy. I actually don't understand why they decided to make it so heavy, because you could actually get yourself killed. Which, granted, is the point, I suppose.
Well
Still.
met.
Hey, jackass!
Hello, associate. I'm afraid some things have happened while you've been gone, associate.
I just
It
dove
may
down the well.
affect
What are you
your
talking about?
recommendation. He's dead?
Yes.
Oh, I knew it. I just knew something like this had happened. Volkar must have known, and yet he said nothing. How could he allow this to happen?
Very carefully.
Thank you for letting me know. I'm sorry that you had to be a part of all of this.
No problem. I'm used to seeing dead people at this point.
Oh, just drop it anywhere. I don't think he really cared about it. I think it was some sort of sick joke on his part.
It's actually pretty useful for reverse pickpocketing, but whatever.
I'll admit, it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone, and after you'd left to go after that ring, well... I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by Volkar. I was worried about you and angry about Vidkun, so I confronted Volkar directly.
Okay.
He was furious when I told him I'd helped you, and then when I threatened to report him to the Council of Mages, I thought he was going to kill me.
What?
He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out.
Okay.
I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one.
He got someone killed.
You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. I'll gladly send it to the council.
Yeah, he got someone killed. My sympathy for him
Goodbye.
can't even be measured. You know why? Because 0 is hard to measure. Seriously, fuck him, and not in the fun way. Bunch of books and stuff down here. Oh, we're actually slightly over an hour. Oh dear. Okay, let's get this over with quickly before this episode gets too long. Loads of weak potions. I'll take them all. In fact, you know, no. We're doing the looting next episode. Next episode. Yes, you have to pick a hard lock for this. Yeah, black soul gems. Remember what those are only useful for? Holding human souls via a necromantic ritual?
What's this? Black soul gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. All right, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council.
Understood.
Now, you didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council. In light of the circumstances, I believe they'll find it more than adequate.
Nice.
You've been through quite a bit, haven't you? Well, I think you have proven yourself worthy. The Arcane University awaits you now. Speak with Romanus Polus when you arrive. He will assist you.
Alright then. We have gotten all the recommendations done.
Bye.
Next time, I'm going to loot this place. But for now, we're going to end the episode off quickly. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please put them in the comment section below, or in the threads and Spacebattles, and sufficient velocity will be left in the description. And for now, goodbye.